This is Princess Alisha from the Seven Blades of Legend, and this image here is her appearance in the second book, Fire Burning. I'm gonna do something different today. Instead of showing y'all just how to draw like a bust of a character like Christian and Leafy, today I'm gonna create a image for the third book in the installment. What I've done here is I've condensed a 2-hour video down into about 15 minutes, so it's going to go a lot quicker than usual. But as I begin, I start with my head bubble, and I do the line in the middle and the line across, so I'll know which position and angle that the head and face are going to be positioned. And I do this outline right here, sort of my skeleton for her, so I'll know what position I'm going to like her to be in here. So I'll just do thighs and calves right here real fast. Give her a little skeleton for her left arm, and her right arm and hand's going to be in her hair. And we'll put her in some heels, so it's going to look like she's on her tippy toes for a second. So that's how I'll do the sketch. Now I'll start doing her skull structure. Get rid of the excess lines there so they don't get in my way, because there's going to be a lot of detail in this one. Despite the fact that I already know what this character looks like, it still took about 2 hours because I was trying to give her a brand new hair design. Wanted it to look real fancy and nice, because I have a particular idea in mind for the third book for this design. So she's going to have an elegant dress, elegant hairstyle, and being the character that she is, she's a strong, independent one, but I'm going to draw her a little bit bashful and humble here, because who she's going to meet at this, it's going to be a ball, and she feels a little intimidated and bashful, but she looks nice and she wants this guy to give her a dance. So there we go. Alright, so I'll do one eye closed, one eye open. Get the hand detail here. What are her fingers doing? Put that palm. Start on that, her sideburns there. Alright, start drawing the hair. Familiar with her hair design, but trying to change it up a little bit, make it a little fancy. And I did this design and did not like it at all. So, thank God for pencils and erasers. So I'll start again. Think, like this. that smile a little bigger, extend that lip a little wider. Have that little circle there for her shiny lipstick. Wasn't happy with the position that she was looking in, so I'm going to redo that eye there. And I'm going to have her looking kind of down and away to emphasize more of that innocence. I'm going to give her those long sleeve gloves, so I'll put some wrinkles in there. And what I've done here is I've got so much detail going on, and I'm not exactly sure where everything else is going to go, how it's going to look, but I really like how the face is, the skull structure, and this part of the hair design. So what I've done here is I've gone ahead and inked it, because if I do some line later and have to erase it, I don't want to ruin what I've already got accomplished here. In another video I did a drawing of Prince Christian, which, surprise surprise, is Princess Alisha's older brother. FYI. You always have to be real careful when you're doing the inking. You can't erase those mistakes. Alright. Ordinarily, she wears her hair up for this event, this evening. She's gonna go looking all fancy, and she's gonna also go with her hair down. If you've read the first book or seen the characters in the first book, you'll see she gets that hair from her mother's side. And these little lines and swirls I'm doing in here is to indicate more of a fancy kind of illusion here. And her hair's been curled and is bouncy. Give her a little tiara for the evening. Make up that design as I go along. Give her some fancy earrings. Then I get ready to draw that necklace, but I'm going to have to draw her bust. one of the reasons this takes me a while is I'm not really a fashion guy, so drawing dresses and things such as that usually takes me a while. See what I've got to work with, but I didn't know what to do, so it took me a bit. And I decided to go with the slit in the dress right here. Go with some ties. Draw the back. Then I realized, after I was actually looking at it mentally in a three-dimensional way, I realized that there was a mistake. So I had to erase that. So the ribbon goes in and out of the dress, and then on the back side I did the opposite. So it ruined the whole thing. So then I had to correct that. I wanted it to look pretty elegant, so I didn't want it to look plain Jane like it does right now. So I wanted to bring in some design. So right here I was thinking about some kind of bouncy fabric bow on the back, which looked pretty cliche when I thought about it. So I decided to scrap that. So I gave myself a break and I went to her high heels. Decided to give her a little fancy ankle bracelet right there. And these little designs that I'm doing in the high heels are little sparkly jewels. Rather than draw each individual one, I did little indentions and markings to indicate them. Eventually I decided to go with somewhat of a diamond pattern. So I'll do a border along the dress with diamond markings, and I'll stay true to the idea. I'll do this little diamond pattern here on the torso, connect it to the dress on the side so it doesn't look alienated. Continue the border on the top. I ran out of battery juice there, so we had to recharge, but I noticed after it was too late. So I finished the design on the dress. Here I inked the design completely. Lightly shade the markings for the back of the dress. Lightly make the little markings around the top of the dress, the tiara on the top of her head, and her high heels to make them look shiny, sparkly. And the angle here was terrible on my part. I started shading in, making sure I had a death grip on that pencil so I wasn't to make a mistake and shade lightly and then all of a sudden shade darkly, or vice versa. I want to keep that pencil in the position it is when you start shading a spot to when you finish shading the spot. So she's going to have somewhat of a probably a dark red dress. So just lightly shade that. If you like watching the creation of characters and the creation of new designs and outfits and further development of a book series and stuff like that, art-wise, be sure to let me know, like, subscribe, comment, and I'll keep these going. Alright, so The Armor of Kemi-sama. This is Alisha's design. Book number 2, which is yet to have been published, Fire Burning. This will be her design, so spoiler alert there. And for the third installment of the 7 Blade